transitioning to a new electrical code, especially one with local amendments, requires careful study and adaptation. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a widely adopted standard for safe electrical installations. It's crucial to understand the specific requirements outlined in the NEC and any local amendments that apply to your jurisdiction. Firstly, familiarize yourself with the structure of the NEC. It is organized into chapters, articles, and sections, each covering specific aspects of electrical installations. Secondly, pay close attention to definitions. The NEC provides definitions for many electrical terms, and understanding these definitions is essential for interpreting the code correctly. Thirdly, study the general requirements. Chapter 1 of the NEC covers general requirements that apply to all electrical installations. These requirements include things like wiring methods, overcurrent protection, and grounding. Fourthly, focus on specific occupancies. Chapter 5 of the NEC covers special occupancies such as hazardous locations, healthcare facilities, and places of assembly. These occupancies have unique electrical requirements that must be followed. Fifthly, understand calculations. The NEC requires various calculations to ensure that electrical systems are properly sized and protected. These calculations include things like voltage drop, conductor ampacity, and overcurrent protection. Sixthly, pay attention to grounding and bonding. Grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. The NEC has specific requirements for grounding and bonding electrical systems to minimize the risk of electric shock. Seventhly, learn about overcurrent protection. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, protect electrical systems from overloads and short circuits. The NEC specifies the types and sizes of overcurrent protection devices that must be used in various applications. Eighthly, study wiring methods. The NEC covers various wiring methods such as conduit, cable, and open wiring. The choice of wiring method depends on the application and the environmental conditions. Ninthly, understand equipment requirements. The NEC contains requirements for various types of electrical equipment such as transformers, motors, and appliances. Tenthly, review the New York City amendments. These amendments may modify or add to the requirements of the NEC to address local conditions and concerns. To effectively navigate the NEC, consider these steps. Firstly, obtain a copy of the latest edition of the NEC and the New York City amendments. These documents are essential for understanding the current code requirements. Secondly, attend training courses and seminars. Many organizations offer training courses and seminars in the NEC and local electrical codes. These courses can help you understand the code requirements and how to apply them in practice. Thirdly, consult with experienced electricians and electrical engineers. Experienced professionals can provide valuable insights and guidance on interpreting and applying the NEC. Fourthly, use online resources and forums. Many online resources and forums offer information and support for electricians and electrical engineers. These resources can be helpful for answering questions and staying up to date on code changes. When dealing with specific sections of the NEC, here is some further guidance. Article 210 covers branch circuits. This article provides requirements for the installation of branch circuits, including the number and type of outlets, the size of conductors, and the overcurrent protection. Article 215 covers feeders. This article provides requirements for the installation of feeders, which are the conductors that carry power from the service equipment to the branch circuits. Article 220 covers branch circuit, feeder, and service calculations. This article provides methods for calculating the load on branch circuits, feeders, and services to ensure that they are properly sized. Article 230 covers services. This article provides requirements for the installation of service equipment, including the service entrance conductors, the service disconnect, and the grounding electrode system. Article 250 covers grounding and bonding. This article provides requirements for grounding and bonding electrical systems to minimize the risk of electric shock. Article 300 covers general wiring methods. This article provides general requirements for the installation of wiring, including the type of wiring permitted, the support of wiring, and the protection of wiring from damage. Article 310 covers conductors for general wiring. This article provides requirements for the size and type of conductors used in general wiring. Table 310.15b16 provides ampacity ratings for conductors based on their insulation type and temperature rating. Article 400 covers flexible cords and cables. This article provides requirements for the use of flexible cords and cables, including the types of cords and cables permitted, the ampacity of cords and cables, and the protection of cords and cables from damage. Article 430 covers motors, motor circuits, and controllers. This article provides requirements for the installation of motors, motor circuits, and controllers, including the overload protection of motors, the short circuit protection of motor circuits, and the control of motors. Article 440 covers air conditioning and refrigerating equipment. This article provides requirements for the installation of air conditioning and refrigerating equipment, including the disconnect means for air conditioning and refrigerating equipment, the overload protection of air conditioning and refrigerating equipment, and the grounding of air conditioning and refrigerating equipment. Article 500 covers hazardous classified locations. This article provides requirements for the installation of electrical equipment in hazardous locations, including the types of equipment permitted, the wiring methods permitted, and the grounding of equipment in hazardous locations. Understanding specific requirements could also depend on the type of installation. For residential installations, pay attention to the requirements for arc fault circuit interrupters, or FSIs, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. SIs are required to protect branch circuits that supply outlets in bedrooms, living rooms, and other areas where arc faults are likely to occur. GFCIs are required to protect outlets in bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas where moisture is present. For commercial installations, pay attention to the requirements for emergency lighting and power systems. Emergency lighting and power systems are required to provide illumination and power in the event of a power outage. For industrial installations, pay attention to the requirements for hazardous locations and industrial control panels. Hazardous locations are areas where flammable gases, vapors, or dust are present. Industrial control panels are used to control and monitor industrial equipment. In New York City, there are specific local amendments to the NEC that you must be aware of. These amendments may cover a variety of topics such as wiring methods, grounding, and overcurrent protection. To find information on New York City's electrical code, check with the New York City Department of Buildings. They are the primary source for information on local electrical codes and regulations. You can also consult with licensed electricians and electrical contractors who are familiar with the New York City electrical code. Furthermore, be prepared for inspections. Electrical inspections are conducted to ensure that electrical installations comply with the NEC and local codes. Be sure to schedule inspections and address any issues identified by the inspector. Staying informed about changes is critical, as the NEC is updated every 3 years. These updates may include new requirements, revised requirements, and clarifications of existing requirements. To stay informed about changes to the NEC, subscribe to newsletters from electrical organizations. Many electrical organizations publish newsletters that provide information on code changes and other industry news. Also, attend industry events. Industry events, such as trade shows and conferences, offer opportunities to learn about new products and technologies and to network with other professionals. You may also consider joining professional organizations. Professional organizations such as the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, and the International Association of Electrical Inspectors, or IAE, offer resources and support for electrical professionals. Remember that transitioning to a new electrical code can be a complex process. Take your time, study the code carefully, and seek help from experienced professionals when needed. By following these tips, you can ensure that your electrical installations comply with the NEC and local codes and that they are safe and reliable. Electrical safety is paramount. Adhering to the NEC and local codes helps to ensure the safety of people and property. Improper electrical installations can lead to electric shock, fires, and other hazards. Following the code also ensures reliability. Electrical installations that comply with the NEC and local codes are more likely to be reliable and to perform as intended. Code-compliant installations are less likely to experience problems such as voltage drops, overloads, and short circuits. Compliance with the NEC and local codes is essential for legal compliance. Electrical installations that do not comply with the code may be subject to fines, penalties, and other legal actions. It is always best to consult the latest version of the NEC and any local amendments, as codes and regulations are subject to change. Always prioritize safety and seek professional guidance when working with electrical systems.